Did I ever tell you just how awesome you are? No, seriously, if you made your way here because this video showed up in your sub box, then you are awesome, and I just don't say that enough. I seriously have the best subscribers in the world, and I just wanted to tell you how awesome you guys are. So I've got this pretty abysmal, miserable 10 minutes of gameplay, which doesn't really matter because I've got a story to share with you of just how awesome my subs are. So the story began yesterday when I was watching some guy streaming on Twitch TV, and he was playing Modern Warfare 3, and he was really sucking it up, so he asked the people in his chat room to log on and play with him if he wanted to. And I figured, you know what, I've got time to kill, I'll log on and send him a message, and I got invited to his party, and we played one game of Search and Destroy. And I went a pretty abysmal 3-1, but I still got third place on our team, and we got the victory. And how does he thank me? He kicks me out of his lobby in order to get one of his friends in there. But it was no big deal because I had a couple of other people on my friends list who were currently on, and I was just getting bombarded with messages to play with. So I hopped into one of my friends' lobby and we started up a party. And Firewaka Taka wanted in, so we got him invited. And we hopped into a game really quickly, and we ended up crushing the other team by quite a margin. But, wouldn't you know it, I'm Not Very Legit joined the game in progress, so we had to get him into our next game. And from there, it basically spiraled into a whole bunch of people hopping onto Modern Warfare 3 who were on my friends list. They started joining into our private chat, and we had a full party going and managed to play quite a few games of Modern Warfare 3. And it was a blast. So, one of the things you can take away from this is that you guys make my gaming experience a lot more fun. Seriously, having a friends list that has basically multiplied 5 times in size since I started this whole YouTube thing means I almost never have to play a game alone if I want to. And it's very good to see that not all of you guys are just diehard Halo Wars fans. There's some other games you guys can play with me, and it was quite a refreshing change. So, yeah. A quick note about the gameplay right here. I can't remember who was in front, but he was getting pretty heavily base rushed by their cutter player, and as you can see, they've got both of the RBs over here dealing, well, not really dealing damage, but being quite an annoyance here with some suicide grunts. But stick around, and you'll see something weird coming up. So, after we got done playing some games of Modern Warfare 3, we hopped back onto Halo Wars, and this was one of the weirder games of the night that we had gotten before I went to make dinner. You'll see why exactly this game is called How to Buckle and why it's considered a low-level game. I just wanted to throw this up to let you guys know how much I appreciate you, but yeah, more on that later. So, if there's anything I've learned from all the commotion that was going on in our games and private chat yesterday, it's that my subscriber base is extremely varied. We've got people of all groups of ages, all kinds of geographical backgrounds, all kinds of skill levels. You guys are basically just a crazy ragtag bunch of people. For instance, the 2 guys I'm playing in this game are Firewaka Taka and I'm Not Very Legit. And I've got to say, and I've said this before, I'm not the best Halo Wars player. But real quickly, I am better than this guy right here. You see this base? This base was completely untouched. We were dying in laughter when we saw that base. The Arbiter only put up 1 temple and 1 supply pad, and that was it. So that's why this game is called How to Buckle. Don't do what this guy's doing. But anyway, like I was saying, Firewaka Taka and I'm Not Very Legit are pretty decent players as far as I'm concerned. I would very happily play with them on my team anytime. I'm just some guy with an HD PVR. I'm not one of the best gamers out there. I just have the ability to record this gameplay, and while I'm not the best, I'm also not the worst. So I'm just trying to bring you guys some entertaining gameplay. And right here, I think I'm Not Very Legit is getting scared off by a Tech Zero Arbiter who has no money to rage because he has no no supply pads. But his base will survive just a little bit longer. So it's some of the more decent Halo Wars players who keep me really enthralled in this game. The 2 players who I usually played with when this game very first came out have kind of since petered off. They don't really play as much as they usually do. So I've really got to learn to just accept games from anybody on my friends list. I'm always very pleasantly surprised to find out just how good some of you guys are. But there's also the other side of that spectrum. These guys are a bit closer to my age, but also in our party last night, we had, I think, 1 or 2 12-year-olds in there. And I'm not about to bash them, calling them immature or anything, because these guys were a riot in the party. They were saying some of the craziest stuff and had us in stitches all night. One of them was completely, absolutely starstruck, saying stuff like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm playing with a big YouTuber like Buttercup." And I just quickly responded, "What the heck are you talking about? I only have 200 subscribers. I am nowhere near a big YouTuber. If you want to be a bit more starstruck, go play with someone like S Pro Mitch or anybody else who has, you know, tens of thousands of subscribers. There's hundreds of other commentators out there who are doing way more than I'm doing, but you know, I'm not going to try and get as many subs as I can. Rest assured, your subscriptions are very much appreciated. But the number of subscribers I get is just that. It's just a number. I don't care how many subscribers I get. I'm having a very good time putting up these videos, and getting subscribers like you is definitely, you know, a benefit that comes with doing this. I'm having a really good time playing with you guys, and hopefully my subscriber count does continue to go up, because I'm sure there's many more other jokesters and pranksters like these two kids out there. And lastly, speaking to the geographic differences that are going on, there's quite a few European players on my list. In fact, one of them joined in yesterday. I had no idea what time it was over there. But it's players like Shaw and I think Me556. I might be wrong about this, but he had quite a thick English accent. So yeah, there's players from all around the world who are subscribed to me. So that's pretty darn interesting. But anyway, a little bit about this gameplay. Oh, well, there's Me566, Speak of the Devil, who's leaving the party. I finally got the S Pro double summit up, and it looks like I'm Not Very Legit is about to lose his main base. I don't think we can save this, but this game should be wrapping up pretty shortly. There's about 4 or 3 minutes left, and we're just going to mop these guys up very soon. But long story short, it is a lot of fun playing with you guys, and I am really grateful to every single one of you as a subscriber. It's really kind of disappointing that a Xbox Live friends list can only hold 100 players, because everybody who's sent me a friend request I have gladly accepted, and it is a lot of fun playing with you guys. I really need to start holding some more open lobbies. The consensus is that you guys want to play Halo Wars, but I did have a ton of fun playing Modern Warfare 3 with at least 5 of you yesterday. As a matter of fact, I think I'll dig through my library and try and post one of the games we played yesterday, just to vary up the content on this channel. And to show you that I truly am just an average player. The gameplay is not going to be anything impressive. Don't expect me to drop any Moabs or anything. But it'll just, you know, vary up the content on the channel and give me a chance to show a little bit of different gameplay, you know. So anyway, this game is going to be wrapping up very shortly. We're just sweeping through these bases at a pretty quick pace. We've got the tanks and the Gosshogs, and my Banshee's just flying around, picking off all of these buildings. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping it up here. I hope this commentary didn't sound a little too narcissistic. But I've been going back and listening to some of it, but yeah, I want to just thank you all for subscribing, and I hope you stay tuned for a whole bunch of content I'll be putting out. I know I've said in so many of my past videos that I'm a really lazy little shit, especially when it comes to commentaries, so I'm going to try and do a lot more live streaming. I've put up a schedule which I'm going to try very hard to, you know, to try and stick with. It'll have me playing games on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays at around 8 o'clock Central Time, and there's a clock on there, so you can use that to figure out whatever the conversions are in whatever time zone you are. But this game is just about over. We're going to finish off this Red Covenant base. I know there's a teal one a little bit further to the right of the screen, and then we just got to pick off a couple of the their Cutter's last units who are scattered somewhere around the map. I think he's just trying to pick up points off of a flood base. But this Arbiter's going to get epic D-bombed and then rammed by all these Goths. It would have been nice if I could have cliffed him right there, but no luck. He doesn't have any money to keep raging. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for being subbed. I had a lot of fun playing with you guys last night. Hopefully I'll be able to do some more of that tomorrow. But in the meantime, this is Buttercup signing out. Stay classy, stay subscribed, and stay awesome.
All units.
Boosters, on! Engaging. Attack run commencing. Locking on.
Your team is victorious.
Vegeta! Look! A Pokemon!
I'm not a Pokemon! I'm Chaozu! Chaozu!
You hear that, Vegeta? It's a Chaozu! I'm gonna catch it!
I told you I'm not a Poke- Ow!
Oh, it didn't work, Vegeta!
That's because you have to damage it first.
Alright! Let's see if I can get a critical.